Hello, and welcome back to Hunter Tuned. What are you doing, Michael?
Oh, get inside, it's warm.
It is like a sauna inside of here, dude.
You gonna tell them what happened?
Well, I went to go pick up this huge fan. This is a 44-inch, I think, diameter fan. Look how mechanical this thing is, dude. Shut the door. Shut the door. Keep the heat in. Oh, yeah, please. I know, he said put air fresheners on it. It fucking smells the whole room up. How heavy is that thing?
Not that bad, it's on wheels.
Yeah, it is on wheels. So I ended up picking this thing up off of Facebook Marketplace, and it was 120 bucks. So I got this giant 44-inch fan for the dyno in order to move some air out of the door when we're dynoing cars, and you know, to keep the cars cool and stuff like that. So I'm hoping this thing will do the job. We're probably going to try it out here in a little while, and actually let's plug it in quick. Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh, the wind noise.
Yeah, no shit. It doesn't have a lot of force, but it has a lot of volume. You know what I mean? This thing has a lot of volume. You can feel it sucking, you know what I mean? And it's not loud. It's pretty quiet. So, yep. So we picked this thing up, and I just got back now from the shop, or from picking this thing up. We pulled my hatch off of the dyno, and we were just kind of doing a bunch of stuff around the shop the last couple days, and I wanted to update you guys on what we've all done. Been busting our ass out here every night, just doing little things here and there, and we've gotten a lot of stuff done, and the shop is really coming along even more now. So I ended up picking up a couple workbenches from a guy, and he had this extra rain barrel, and I grabbed this rain barrel from him too, because I'm actually going to use this for the dyno water, because the current barrel that we have is a little bit rusty. So like on the inside lining of this metal barrel is a little bit dirty, so the water going through the dyno isn't the cleanest. So what I would like to do is kind of flush the dyno out, all the old water eventually, probably sometime this week I'll do that. And you know, and then run good clean water through this one with antifreeze, so it will be, you know, sort of lubricated as well, because antifreeze can kind of help lubricate some parts and whatnot. So I think that'd be good for the whole system here to give it some longevity. But anyways, we got a bunch of cars pulled out of here right now because we were working in here quite a bit. As you guys can see, the shop might look a little bit different now. So we'll start on the left side here and work our way forward. So we got a fridge. I told you guys that in the last video. I just picked these little end tables up at Walmart. They're like 11 bucks or something. Super good deal. Just for like a little table to raise the fridge up. I moved the couch back over in this corner, and it is super fucking warm in here, dude. Michael fucking took a nap on the couch like for the last hour. Michael's been sleeping on the couch, and he had the heaters pegged. Oops. So he fell asleep. I went to go pick the fan up while he was here, and then I came back in, walked in the door, and it felt like a sauna. I'm not complaining. It feels nice, but we're wasting propane.
I always thought the tank would be out by now.
I know. I figured the tank would have been out by now, too. We've been out here for like 2 weeks straight. Every night, probably at least a few hours a day, and our 100-pound propane tank still hasn't ran out. So that thing's doing pretty damn good.
It doesn't weigh anything anymore.
Yeah, it's damn near out. It's been almost out for a little while now. But anyway, so the heaters are definitely pumping some heat. And 60 bucks every 2 weeks, that's not terrible for heat. You know, if we were out right now. But I don't even think we're out, so. Anyway, so got another end table for over here. We put a subwoofer on this, and we put a new stereo in the shop. So we actually have a stereo in here. So I picked up this little corner shelf at Menards for like 20 bucks, and it just kind of mounts in the corner of a room. And then we ran the antenna over to this hang-all hanger where I have my extension cord kind of hung up. And we ran some speaker wires off of this new radio that I picked up. This thing cranks, dude. This radio sounds mint. Hang on, Michael's gonna link up with Bluetooth real quick.
I'm working on it.
Hang on, before you play the radio, I'm gonna show him the speakers. So Michael ran some speaker wire up on the ceiling here, and we have one of the speakers kind of mounted in the corner over here with some chains from our LED lights that were extra. some extra chain that was on the lights. We just used it for the speakers there, and then we ran the subwoofer in the right under the radio there. Then he ran another speaker wire all the way down the shop to this corner, and we have another speaker right here. Same kind of scenario, so the shop will have good sound all around, and let me just tell you guys, it's like a dance party inside of here when you crank this fucking radio up. Oh yeah. At least they got a taste of it, right? So they can know how it sounds. But anyways, you probably can't tell on camera, but like we crank it up in here, it like kind of shakes the building.
Yeah.
It's not bad. That little fucking stereo I picked up at Best Buy, I think it was like 140 bucks. Yep. Well worth the money, for sure. That thing cranks. The stereo I had in my garage was some old receiver style unit, and I was gonna just go to the pawn store and get something, but you know, by the time I was done messing around buying speakers and everything like that, I'd have had the same amount of money into this thing. And it's like Bluetooth, you know, charge your phone, everything right on it, has radio, everything. So it's definitely a nice little unit, and I kind of wanted to do this my way, the shop, and we're definitely getting there, guys. We'll start moving down the line here. So I picked up, oh yeah, here's the radio that I bought. So this is the box for it. This is a LG 700 watt, RMS 700 watt, so definitely cranks out some power. So this is new. Obviously, this is a new workbench that I picked up from a guy, and I picked up those rain barrels. So this bench is just one of them I picked up from him. Me and my dad were going to come out here this weekend and build a bench, but ended up going to pick up the wood and would have spent about over $100 on just lumber alone. No screws, no nothing. No time, no material, everything like that, and we were already spending over $100, and I got two benches already made. They're super durable, and one of them was the exact size I was looking for. So I got both of these benches for 80 bucks and that rain barrel, so I can't complain. This one's really nice too because it has a little shelf on it that we can set some stuff on, and it's a great little workbench. It's got storage underneath as well. And yeah, so I also picked up this cabinet from a guy. There's a lot of guys around here that like collect junk, or like they go clean storage units or whatever. So I got this cabinet for 20 bucks. We don't have a whole lot of stuff in here yet, but I just have like brake cleaner, starting fluid, a quart of oil, some RTV, some JB Quick, bunch of these little staple things, and then we have like you know, random assortment stuff, so like O-rings and screws and hose clamps, and I got a couple new jugs of oil down here. I want to get like Honda oil filters and put them in here and just kind of have stuff stocked, you know, in stock kind of thing. Next, I just put some jack stands on top of it, and then moving over here, we have this Harbor Freight kind of organizer thing. Do we still have the box for this? Probably not. But this little organizer shelf thing was 18 bucks on sale. They had a parking lot sale this weekend. And I picked up this little bolt organizer. I don't have anything in here currently, but I plan on labeling some of these and doing like, you know, M6x10 bolts, and just kind of doing a bunch of metric bolt assortments, bolts and nuts, and maybe put like some random tuning stuff up here, like map sensors and, you know, just stuff I'm going to need for when I'm tuning spark plugs, you know, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's what it looks like at Harbor Freight. This is the cheap one. They do sell a version that is on wheels, but the one on wheels is like $80, and I didn't really want it on wheels. I like it mounted on the wall right here. Works out a little better that way. Michael got some of his tools sorted out. I'm not going to open that up, but I do have more of my tools out here. I've been going through a bunch of sockets and stuff that I had laying around, and I bought these little socket organizers, so I have you know, some extras obviously, but I have like 1/4 inch here and 3/8, and then I have a few for 1/2 inch as well. So I'm going to do one with impact sockets and then one with you know, chrome sockets. So I have all my tools kind of starting to get organized here. We have a bunch of random stuff in some of these drawers, but yeah, so working down here, I got like picks and, you know, drill bits and taps and stuff like that here. Some screwdrivers, some standard wrenches and adjustable wrenches. And we got metric wrenches here, pry bars, Allen heads and Allen sockets. I actually had to buy some Allen sockets because I didn't have any. Nothing in that drawer yet. Ooh, 1/2 inch socket. 19. I love these things. It's definitely worth the fucking money. You can buy the cheap 99-cent ones, or you buy these ones for 10 bucks that are already labeled. I highly recommend the ones that are already labeled. Michael has the same ones in his toolbox. I just got to fill all of my sockets up because, you know, after you wrench on shit for like 10 years out of your garage, you end up losing a few sockets, and I definitely am a little bit low on some sockets. But I also got this flashlight out here too. This thing's bright as shit. Fixed that up, got some new batteries for it, torch. Nothing here. A bunch of more random sockets that I haven't put away yet. I got my ratchet drawer. I think I already showed you guys that. Ratchets and all that kind of stuff. So all this stuff is good to go. Pliers. And I picked up some nut drivers as well. Got the welder, obviously. We picked up a creeper. So this was also on sale at Harbor Freight this weekend. I think it was $20 and well worth the money as well. So we got a creeper from Harbor Freight, so we'll have that. We got all our power tools out here, DeWalt drill, impacts. Got my big earthquake 1/2-inch impact, Sawzall, a bunch of battery chargers. I organized some of this stuff down here as well. So we got like rags, gloves, funnel, Mustang lug nuts and shit. And yeah, so like I'm still going through a lot of these sockets. This is just like a big barrel of random sockets I had laying around. I'm just trying to organize a lot of them. Moving down the line here, we have this electrical setup is really cool as well. I picked this up from Harbor Freight as well. So we put all the this whole like container on the top here is like a buy it for $20 kind of thing, and it comes with the container. You can mount on the wall, and you have like all your different terminals and connections. So like the spade terminals, and you know, ring terminals, red, blue, green, or not red, blue, green, red, blue, yellow. So it has all the different ones in here. Super cool. I like to, you know, stay organized with a lot of this electrical stuff, and some non-colored ones as well down here. Came with some of these connectors. It has a whole bunch of stuff, guys, like little jumper leads, zip ties, splicers, wire nuts, you name it. This thing fucking has it, so that's really cool. And then I picked up an assortment of wire that we can mount on the wall, so we can have wire whenever we need it. You know, obviously we got to run the wire through the little holes here, but once we have all that done, we'll be able to wire anything we need. We got the air reel, or the hose reel, hooked up in the last video. I picked up this little pistol grip air gun, works mint, Harbor Freight, like $5. And then this is the last workbench that we put in. So this is another workbench that I got from that guy, and it was exactly the size I needed. It was just a little bit too long. So me and Michael actually trimmed it down today, and we trimmed down, the bench was sticking out like to here. So like this stud that comes out of the wall right here was interfering and making the bench not able to rest up against the wall flat and flush. So it was messing with my OCD. I wanted it to be flush on the wall. So we did that, and this bench actually did not come with a countertop, so I picked up this countertop at Menards. I think this was like $60, so it wasn't too bad of a deal, and it's brand new countertop. It's very nice, very sturdy, and I think we're just going to glue it down to the bench here, but now it is freaking awesome. I have a little workbench now for when I'm working on cars on the dyno. I can you know, set some tools up here or whatever. If I'm wrenching on the car, I can be right by the bench and, you know, be working on the car or whatever. So that was long-winded, holy fuck. So now we're probably gonna pull some cars back in. I want to throw my Mustang on the dyno really quick and just see if the car is going to load backwards. So I want to pull the car on exactly how the dyno is set up right now and see if I can get the car to load with it backwards. I don't think it's going to work because I think this water brake works in one direction only, but I want to try it just to see if it'll work, you know, and drive the Mustang on the dyno for a minute. So I'm going to try that out, and then we'll pick back up in a little bit, probably throw Michael's car on, try to get that thing tuned out a little bit. And yeah, also got my rear wheels for the Mustang. So these things look badass. I love them so much. Got these for $100 with tires and the fronts. So I got front skinnies and weld wheels, and the rears with weld wheels as well, all for $100 for my guy. So super fucking good deal on all that. I am, yeah, we're thinking about moving the cars in here differently as well, so we might reorganize a little bit. But first things first, let's get this Mustang on the dyno and try out this new fan, and try out to see if the dyno will spin backwards or not. Don't go fucking running down in the comments saying how it's not going to work and blah blah blah. You already know how to do it, because by the time you guys see this video, we'll already know. I've been going nuts lately because I've had so many people, you know, comment and reach out to me and message me, and I haven't been able to get back to a lot of you guys because I've been so damn busy out here and I don't have any reception. There's no reception out here, so like I can't get back to you guys immediately.
There's reception, but not inside.
Yeah, there's no reception inside the shop here, so we have to figure out a way to be able to get reception inside the shop. That would be really cool. My cell phone provider does not offer anything.
They do, but it has to have Wi-Fi, which obviously we can't get Wi-Fi over here.
Yeah. But there's great cell service right out the door.
Yeah.
So it sucks. We just need like a booster to boost it into the building. That's kind of something that we need to do. But anyways, yeah, like I said, guys, I wanted to apologize to a lot of you guys because I've pissed some people off because I haven't gotten back to them or didn't get back to them in the timely manner, or I didn't get back to them or say the right thing on Facebook or say the right thing, you know, messaging you or whatever, and then you call me a freaking idiot and whatever. So like, sorry, I've been busy and I'm trying to get a lot of this stuff done so I can start making some money because I'm sick of spending it. And I'm running myself dry almost to get this shop fucking ready to go. So anyways, guys, might actually stop doing like a lot of messaging and stuff on Facebook, and I might just fucking put my phone number out there. Like if you're serious and you need to talk to me and you want to fucking be a customer or you want to be whatever, give me a call. You know what I mean? Because that, I feel like that steers away a lot of fake people and a lot of people that are going to waste my time. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people will sit there and they'll message me and message me and message me and message me, and I'll message back for like an hour or two and give you hundreds of dollars worth of advice for free. And then you don't come back and buy a turbo from me after I've given you all this advice because I didn't respond to one thing you said. That's just an example of what I've been dealing with lately. So, you know, it just is what it is. That's part of business and, you know, dealing with shit. But it just gets annoying and bothersome sometimes. So I think it'd be easier to just like let you guys know, like, hey, maybe I won't be replying to a lot of you on Facebook, but if you're serious and you want to talk to me or whatever, here's my phone number. Give me a call. You know, you get it. You know what I mean? So we'll see about that. I don't know. I might regret putting my phone number out there, so I don't know. Yeah, so anyways, guys, we're out at the shop. It's a beautiful day out here in Wisconsin. It's been gorgeous the last day or two, and it's been warm. So we got the cars pulled out here, and I'm just going to back the Mustang on the rollers, see how it does, and we'll reorganize the cars in the shop. Dang, what a picture right there. What a picture. Well, unfortunately, guys, we tried to run the Mustang on the dyno really quick, and obviously I did not think this was going to work. I just wanted to try it. I honestly, like 95% already knew that this wasn't going to work. But yeah, the dyno doesn't load backwards. So the way that the dyno loads is, you know, the roller, it fights against the roller. So if we're adding tire going this way, it's actually going with the load. So it doesn't work. Obviously, it doesn't load up. It doesn't do anything. So what we were thinking about just now actually is the exhaust in here isn't even bad at all. And we ran the car for a couple minutes, and this thing literally just shoots right at the wall. So the exhaust is going to just kind of go everywhere. And that fan right there is definitely doing its job. So
you can actually see exactly where it hit on the wall.
yeah. Yeah, you can definitely see a little bit of staining on the wall already. Sorry, landlord. So anyways, this thing is going to come back off the dyno here, and we're going to pull Michael's car on. But I just wanted to check, like I said, guys, and so what me and Michael were actually thinking about is we want to get some wheels or some sort of like lifting scenario on the dyno so we can scoot it back. So when we want to run rear wheel drive cars, all we have to do is take the dyno on the wheels, like a trailer jack or like I know there's like some lifts that I might be able to buy that you just like step on them and then it lifts the dyno up onto the wheels. That would be ideal. And then we can just scoot the dyno like back here a little bit, and then we can take the rear wheel drive cars and pull them all the way onto the dyno and, you know, have another set of ramps so the hood will still be up by the workbench, if that makes sense. I think that'd be a really good idea, but we just have to be able to move the dyno you know, back closer to the door over there. And that way with rear wheel drive cars, the exhaust will literally just go right out the door because it'll be backed up, you know, really close to the door there. So sweet. Let's get this thing off of here. All right, guys, I did want to clarify one thing too. I know I've had a lot of comments in the past, a couple videos that you guys were telling me to cross the straps in the rear or on the front on a front wheel drive, and whatever cars are on the dyno, you want to have the straps crossed because if the straps are just going straight onto the car can move side to side on the dyno and the straps will kind of go with it. So if you cross them, it'll lock the car down in one position kind of thing. And we have been doing that now after, we've been commenting on it a couple times. So it makes 100% sense. We just, we're learning here, and I'm an up and coming dyno user. So it's, still learning, being humble about it. So, you guys be humble about it too. All right, guys, so we got Michael's car all strapped onto the dyno now, and we've been kind of working out some bugs with his car, and it still has a little bit low oil pressure, which is super weird because he went through this thing with a fine-tooth comb. Like, it's not a bearing issue and it's not a clearance issue. I'm just wondering maybe if there's like somewhere in the head that there's not a port or something that's not plugged off. I know like D15Bs have a restrictor in the block so it doesn't send too much oil to the cylinder head. I know this doesn't have that, but maybe it needs it. I don't know. Because after it's hot, the oil pressure gets down to like 5 or 10. And when it's like, when you go to like 3 grand, it goes to 40. 5 grand, it goes to 60. So it's still building like 10 PSI per 1,000 RPM, which is what Brent says is okay. But the fact that it has low oil pressure at idle is kind of scary because, well, it's a brand new motor, brand new bearings, brand new everything. We don't want to fuck it up. So we just did like one little tug, which we'll show you here in a second. And it's running good. It's just, we're worried about the oil pressure. So like I said, this thing went through with a fine tooth comb. You can't put a better clearance to the bearing and crank, right? Right. So, yeah. Anyways, check out the Mustang wheels. Got them on here. We got the skinnies up front and the 26s out back. They look frickin' sick. Hopefully you guys can see the wheels. Michael actually just stopped out here. eBay Turbo on YouTube. He was out here hanging out for a little while. Checked out the shop. That was pretty cool. Didn't really film any of it. We were just kind of hanging out. But got the wheels on the Mustang, and then we strapped Michael's car on, and we're just kind of playing around and seeing what we can figure out. The motor doesn't have any issues I know of. It doesn't knock or anything like that. And he just switched to 1040 oil. We might try a 2050 oil next and see if that helps a little bit. But I mean, with it being this cold out and not even doing a lot of horsepower runs, for it to be that low is a little bit worrisome. So we're going to do one more. I'm going to try to verify the oil pressure once more, and we'll show you guys that here in a second.
The air for the dyno is not on. take that to?
75.
So 80, that's pretty good. What's it at right now? What's it?
8, 9. 5 is right by 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Oh, you thought, oh, so that was 10. That's
It's been 10 the whole time.
Yeah,
Or
10.
like 8 to 10.
Okay.
You're on 12 pounds of boost and it's rich as fuck.
The spring's only
You hear it
10.
kind of breaking up because it's so rich. It's like a 10-20 air fuel. It's coughing on fuel right now, so we gotta trim some fuel out of it, but we will tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got a headache.
Okay. Let the oil. Yeah, this thing's. Would you say this is the? I think it resonates in this building.
It's loud.
This is the loudest for sure. It's got the nicest, weirdest fucking ear-ringing pitch. Here's your camera.
Yeah. So anyways, Michael's car is running good. It's got like 8 pounds oil pressure after doing a few pulls at idle. Sounds normal maybe for such big clearances, so I don't know. 12 pounds of boost, this thing's making some steam already, so it's blowing right through the load a little bit. You know, I got it loaded like halfway. It sounds like it's loaded good, guys. Like the dyno's working really good. I got no problems with the dyno. So I actually got a customer that might be coming this week. Just a dirt car, so he doesn't really care about power numbers, but yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the little updates and a couple pulls with Michael's car here. We got so much stuff done at the shop, guys. I'm so happy. I'll be able to sleep a little better at night now. I've been trying to take like Buspar for my anxiety lately, and I don't know if it's helping or making it worse or helping or I don't know. And then I feel like I can't take it, and then I'm a fucking mess with anxiety stuff. But we'll try to get something dialed in here. I don't know. Maybe now that the shop is like more situated, I'll feel a little bit better and not be stressed out. But anyways, have a great day, guys. Have a great night and a better tomorrow.
See ya.